Hello student, last class I started the what are the uh, parameters are there for visualizing the data into the data science, right? Here uh, today I'll discuss about the pie chart and followed by the different type of the visualization and as well as the what is the importance of the C brand as compared to the matplotlib library. This I'll discuss today. Pie chart, you can also design, you have studied this thing for visualizing the concentration of the some quantity. We can plot in the pie chart form. So here in the right hand side, the diagram for related to pie chart. You can see the different kinds of the percentage are showing here and the corresponding to percentage you can put the label, right? So this same kind of the visualization you can do using the matplot library. So for all matplot, you have to first call the library, import matplot library. Then suppose here different content you are generating the different percentage, suppose 35%, 25%, 25%, again 15%. This is kind of the data are available. You want to plot in a corresponding to this data, you have some labels. You want to plot in a pie chart format. So we have already created the data which are stored in a Y using the array. After that, corresponding to those percentage, I am giving the labels. My label apple, banana, cherry, and date like this are the four label I have mentioned. Now the plot dot py. So for this one, so PLT it is associated with the matplot library which I have given as a short name PLT dot py. Within bracket, then you can give the continuous value. This the value, so you have to give y and then label you have to put. Okay, so I have given our label name as a my label. So this my label is equal to my label, then plt dot show. So in this way, so the pi is the main function for plotting the pie plot. So here you can see, so if you plot the pie plot, it will be oriented like this way. If you want to change the orientation of this configuration, you can there is one argument, that is the start angle argument. You can write the start argument, you can change the orientation by using the start angle argument. So if you write the start angle is equal to 90 within the pi, then it will be rotated in 90 degrees. So this will be rotated with the 90 degree. So this is not mandatory, it's up to you for how you want to visualize the data. So if you want to visualize the data like this way, so you need to separate out a particular section from this pie plot. What is the distance between the center and the separation? This distance, this position of this location. Suppose this location is 0, 0, 0, this location you have to write here, which is about the position. Alright. So the apple is the first level, the second level, third level, and fourth level. So apple that will be separated out from the origin by distance of 0.2. So this you have to write coordinate. You have to write. So I have giving the position of the each and every section. This will be away from the origin, 0.2% away from the origin. So 0.2. All the section will be in origin. So this will be 0, 0, 0. So again, plt.py within bracket y is equal to label is my label, all the labels, and exploit argument is there. If you write the exploit is equal to position of the all the sections through the list you are entering. So then, if you write exploit, this will be activated. So, and if you give the apple as a 0.2, that means it will be separate out 0.2. So this is the exploit functionality. So shadow, suppose this is the, you can see on shadow is there. So you can, if you write the shadow is equal to true, then you can see the shadow on the pie chart. Now come to the scatter. How can you plot the scatter? There is a scatter function using scatter, you can plot. So scatter plot normally prefer when you have the two continuous values. X has also continuous value, Y has also continuous values. When do they see the relationship between X and Y? The data point format, you can write the scatter function. The same X is equal to some array we are generating, Y is equal to some values we are generating with the help of an array. Then PLT to scatter if you write, first you have to write X and comma Y. So you can see the graph like this way. Okay, you can also change the color of this data point. What are the different ways are there? This I will tell now. Suppose you have in the X you have the we have the two Y, okay, two features and corresponding to same X. Suppose Y1 and Y2. So I have created one Y, the different values are there. Again, I have the X also. Suppose this is X1, Y1, this is X2, Y2. So both I have given the X and Y. But values are different for both X and Y. Okay, so here you are writing plot X scatter X comma Y. Again, also you are writing plot X, but this X Y and this X are not same. Okay, if we not mention any color, automatically this all the points will be considered as a blue color. The second point will be considered as a yellow color. Okay, so in this way you can distinguish the two different Y and the two different X points. Okay, so different time. So different two times you have to write the scatter function for corresponding to those values. So you can see like this way. There means two plot in the same figure using the scatter function. Now each and every point you want to define a different color for the only one Y. Okay, so X some values you are giving, Y some values you are giving. So if you in previous case you see if you write the scatter X comma Y, that means all the points are in same color. So you want to visualize like this, so all points will be the different color. So corresponding to those points you are giving different color in the list format. Suppose giving the different colors, red, green, blue. That red will be for 99 point will be red, 86 point will be green. You are generating some color. These values you have to pass through the C argument inside the scatter function. Okay, so the PLT scattered within bracket X comma Y, C is equal to colors. So PLT dot show. Okay, you can see the PLT dot show. So different colors are there. You can see like this way. So here you are giving your own color. Okay, you are not going to give the system generated color. You are going to give the your own different color which you are generating by you only, and the different for 99 in red like this you are giving. So all the color you have to pass through the C argument. And the color map, that is a one kind of the libraries are available, a function is available. This is called the VDDIS function. The system will give the some different color. So the minimum color from the minimum for minimum value it will be blue, and for maximum value it will be yellow. Okay, so this automatically generates. Suppose you have one value which is related to which near to 0, so system will give the blue color. If we have some value which is near to 100, system will give the yellow color. Just through the color argument, see you have to write the color map function is there. VDDIS like this you have to write. Okay. So here you can see the X you have values, Y you have values, then scatter. Okay. So what is the range of this color? Suppose 99 will be minimum color 0. 99 will be the 0. 86 will be 10. Okay, like this way. And this 86 will be again 100, right? So again, if we write C is equal to C color, that means this the values you are giving in the previous case you are giving the different color. Okay, here you are giving different values, but those values will be corresponding to CMap libraries. Okay, the C is equal to color, and the CMap is equal to VDDIS, right? So 99 will be 0. 0 means it corresponds to under the VDDIS it will be blue. Okay, the 99 point will be in blue. What the 99 point is there? It will be blue. If 86 is there, it will be 10, like this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, for 13 values, you are giving the dip 0 to 100 range. So 100 will be the maximum color, 0 will be the, whatever maximum value will be there, this 111 will be the, this 111 will be the maximum color and it will be yellow, like this way. So if you are right at the color bar, so this bar will appear here. So if you have the Excel datasheet and you want to plot the graph for Excel datasheet, how can you plot? Suppose you can import the Panda library, then you can save the data from the Excel pd.read underscore csv. There's a data set. These were saving in a data frame. You can see the data frame after writing the data frame name.add. Then you can call the matplotlib and numpy like this way. And if you have the one column, this column you can call the under the data frame. This is the data frame name. There is one column. This column you have to write comma. You have to plot the graph between date versus some close column is there. Then you have to again write that particular column name. So plt.plot, both the column name you have to write and plt.show you have to write. So now the matplotlib, through the matplotlib, what are the things you can do? This way I have discussed now. Now there is a one library that is the cbar. Using the cbar also you can plot the same kind of the graph, and additional graph also you can do. And if you want to do if you want to know about some statistic about the graph, you can also plot the plot the graph related to statistic point of view. What is the main difference? It is the low level language, and the C1 is the high level, and some we want to visualize in the more informative way, and the more statistics graph you want to plot using the C1 you can do. And there are some limited functionality under the matplotlib library. Okay, so and then the 3D plot, 2D plot, it is more easy if we use the C1. If the regarding coding point of view, how can you see this? Normally, if you want to have the simple x and y values, you can prefer the matplotlib library. But if you have the data set, better you use the C bar. Directly, you can and there will be column name, and directly you can call the column name. Suppose there is one column name comma another column name is also there. So here we are creating a one data set. X is one column, y is one column. Then this is SNS. So here the import cban is the SNS you have to write. Then in the matplot it is the plot line plot function. Here it is line plot. So you have to pass the three arguments mainly. First you have to call the data frame. This you have to store in a data argument. Then you have to call the one column, both the column where you want to plot, with respect to which you want to plot x and y. So x is equal to this column name you have to write, and y is equal to the second column name you have to write. Okay, so in this way you can do the code in the cbar. So statistical graph you can plot, and more colorful data visualization you can do in the cbar. And if you want to integrate the numpy and panda, this is very easily you can do. You can integrate the numpy and panda with the cbar. So what are the different functionalities are there under the cbar? These I will discuss in the next class.